Welcome, everybody. My name is Philip Davey. I'm the Director of Business Development for Brazon Therapeutics. We'd like to express our gratitude for the opportunity to present here at the Innovation Leader Summit in 2021. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about patient-friendly ASO delivery to the CNS. So ASOs, these are short RNA therapeutics. They're very specific in their targeting, and they only require infrequent dosing. So these are excellent for diseases in the central nervous system, like frontotemporal dementia and Parkinson's disease. This is already a $2 billion a year market, and specifically for the delivery aspect of this market, it could grow up to $3.5 billion per year in 2030. However, these diseases do have some challenges with implementing ASO technology, specifically that in high doses, these drugs can cause liver toxicity. And at the moment, in order to be able to reach the brain, they have to be injected directly into the spinal cord, exposing the patients to an unnecessary risk. The reason for this is the presence of the blood-brain barrier. So the blood-brain barrier is there to protect our brains. It's a very important natural function. It also, of course, allows essential nutrients to travel from our bloodstream into our brain, whilst preventing unwanted things like viruses from entering. However, if you want to get a drug in there, especially a complex biological drug, you need to get around this barrier somehow. And we do that with our brain access technology by encapsulating the drugs in polymer nanoparticle systems and adding nutrient transporter targeting ligands on the surface. So this results in a drug that can be injected directly into the bloodstream. You can reduce peak liver concentrations and get very efficient delivery of the drug directly into the cells where it needs to be. So a core of Brazon's technology here is really being able to produce these efficient polymer micelles. So these allow for very efficient loading of the drugs within them. And because they're made of biocompatible synthetic polymers, they can be easily scaled up for synthesis to a larger population. Now, when we target the BBB, we can go through different nutrient sources. This could be iron, lipids, or a big one for Brazon is glucose. This is kind of a secret source of our technology. We can target these through a variety of different ligand methods. And this results in something that looks like this. You have a patented system of encapsulation of the drug that go either through the iron pathway, where it attaches to the transferrin receptors of the blood-brain barrier and enters the brain, or through the glucose pathway. This involves overnight fasting of the patients, followed by restoration of blood glucose, but results in up to 50-fold increase of the drug concentration within the brain. So two big advantages to the GLUT1 pathway here. A lot reaches the brain very quickly, up to 6% of the dose in 90 minutes. And it's very, very specific to the brain. So you have less problems with off-target toxicity concerns. Right now, we've been able to show in vivo efficacy in rodents for this technology. We have also done platform safety analysis and are moving into non-human primate efficiency studies later this year. Let me tell you a little bit about the company here. So we began R&D operations in 2018. 2019, we moved into US activities, setting up a subsidiary operating from Lab Central in Boston. In 2019, we were also granted J startup status by the Japanese government, which has helped us expand our overseas activities. From our core platform technology, we license this out to pharma companies. We have existing customers both in Japan and in the US, and we are working on developing our own pipeline of assets, as well as expansion of the technology into other drug modalities like mRNA and antibodies. We've built a leadership team here led by our CEO, Mariko Tosu, and we also have scientific founders acting in an advisory capacity. We're supported by 3 excellent venture capital groups here in Japan, Fast Track Initiative, SMBC, and University of Tokyo's IPC. We are right here in 2021. We've raised approximately $7 million. We have operations in both US and Japan, as well as customers in those countries. And we're looking for $10 million from investors to get us through to IND readiness with the aim of producing exit for our investors in the next 3 to 4 years. So Investors who enter now will be looking to support our CMC and GLP tox activities to reach first in human studies within that 2-year timetable. And of course, we're looking for technology partners who have their own antisense drugs that they would like to reach the CNS. If you are interested and would like to learn more, please contact either our CEO or myself at the email addresses listed below. And thank you very much for listening today.
ネド